Karma's real. Anyway, I need to address a controversy from last episode. The 3 minutes of silence that was left in the episode because the microphone fell off and I had to fix it in the middle of an impassioned rant. Got a lot of comments from people saying, oh, you know, Keelan's doing a bad job at editing. Why wasn't this edited out? I want to say here right now, yes, Keelan does a poor job here. All right? And we all know that.
Hey.
And what?
Hey.
Hey, man, what's up? And we all know that, and that's established law. However, all right, I edited that video, and I decided to leave it in because I thought it was funny to leave in 3 minutes of uninterrupted silence and muttered swearing of me trying to fix my own failing podcast equipment. Because I think that's a good bit. And anyone who complained about that just revealed themselves as someone very new to the show. Because as we all know, that used to be most of the show. So you're actually lucky that there was only 3 minutes of it in the last 6 months. Because that used to happen every episode, baby. That was actually the appeal of Spearhead Sundays. Is that, the podcast is okay, but I actually prefer the bit where he breaks part of the set and then swears while trying to fix it, or spends 20 minutes rummaging around his room, screaming, looking for his inhaler. Yeah. That was most of the show. Like me screaming into a USB microphone from my bedroom halfway across the room. Because I couldn't find my fucking puffer because my bedroom was just full of cheap film gear from eBay, lights that are almost definitely a fire hazard, and green screens that are made from the skin of Chinese children in the factory who didn't work fast enough. Another comment I need to address from last episode. Someone wrote, I don't find Lewis very funny. I don't view him as a comedian, but I listen to the show because I agree with a lot of his takes and opinions. And I view him more of as like a social political commentator. I hate to break it to you, buddy. You're retarded, okay? Because most of the shit I say on here is actually not a serious opinion. All right? I'm really sorry to break it to you, but you are stupid. And if you come to this show looking for what to think, you're going to leave dumber. And I think that it's in your best interest to stop listening to the show because I'm concerned for your well-being. If you come to this show thinking like, oh, what am I going to think this week? You're gonna piss off a lot of people on break at work. If you're coming to work with opinions that I've said that are jokes, and you've been like, fuck, that's true. You've got issues, man. You're that guy people talk about of like, oh yeah, this guy's a pretty good bloke, but fuck, the shit he says is insane. So you don't find me funny. That's fine. I'm not upset about that at all. But please don't find me correct. Because that's even worse. Because I'm trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be insightful or correct at all here. I'm just waffling.